clearly, it doesn't take long once you get into the jail to see that we're in dire need of a new facility. There's maintenances here every day fixing something. We keep 2 maintenance staff on site, and then the county sends 1 or 2 people over here a day just to maintain the upkeep to keep the facility moving.
Yeah, I hear on the scanner a lot about the elevator. What seems to be the issue with the elevator?
Well, there was a lot of money spent at the end of the term of Sheriff Mellinger repairing that elevator, and to this point, it's been holding steady.
Okay.
The north elevator has been operational, so we've been able to go up and down and get to and from the top floors back downstairs. So it's the repairs. Of course, I believe it was over $100,000, I think, to repair that thing. So, but that's the kind of thing that, with the facility so long in coming, the new facility, them's the kind of repairs that it takes.
Yeah.
To repair the doors, which were just completed. Some of the motors on the doors that were replaced to secure the door. It was over another $100,000 to replace those 25 doors. So
that's what I was going to ask. I think it was either the 2nd or the 3rd floor. There was a couple cells where Mellinger had showed us that the inmates from the inside could just shoulder bump their doors open. Have they been able to correct that? Or?
I believe so.
Okay.
So that was the newer, stronger motors would engage that lock.
Okay.
And we got some other things. We got a couple old sliders that we're hoping to convert to swinging doors to where we can utilize those cell blocks.
Okay. The roof, is it still leaking on them?
Well, I don't think it's so much the roof. That we've had a repair out in the Sallyport. We've had repairs. It could be just a water line or a drain line within the building, not necessarily the roof. A water line. There's a lot of repairs that
they're all in the walls, aren't they?
In the wall, right? The runs and the traces, and we've got to modify the traces because the building was not built properly to allow access to these things, and so it causes a lot of problems for maintenance to go in and have to repair those.
Okay.
So, but they do an outstanding job of when we do have an issue of getting over here and taking care of it. We just got a little, the latest water issue was a flooding between the common area out here and back into admitting, going back through this side. We had water standing on the floor there a couple weeks ago, but there again, maintenance got over here and got it squared away.
Okay. Make sure I'm recording, yeah. As far as programs for the inmates, I know that there's a lot of drug problems around the county. What kind of programs are in place here at the jail to help people that are coming in with drug issues?
Well, and we do have some, but we are limited in space and where the availability for the programming to take place. The chaplain's office has several groups that he tends to over there. We got Aspire comes in for some of the addiction issues. Some mental health folks that are available and do come in through the medical staff to that. So clearly the new facility will allow for a larger range of things and more people to participate. And, and the average stay in the jail with the new bonding process thing is less than 20 days. So, or right at 20 days, whatever the number happens to be. The average floats depending on population, crimes, right?
Yeah.
So it's hard to get a program initiated for somebody and for them doing good because they're out before they have to complete anything. Okay. But we do offer some things, and we've got some grants to keep the mental health folks coming in and to assist the population as much as we can.
Okay. There was another question I had. Now I got to think of it. I guess that's about it that I can think of offhand for the main questions. I guess the main thing I'd like to do, if you guys don't mind, is just get a view of the state of the jail.
Okay.
Or whatever areas. Obviously, I know there's certain spots that you can't show or whatnot, but what areas you could show me of the jail. The laundry area.
Okay.
Oh, no. I heard that there was a lice outbreak.
We had not an outbreak per se. I think it was one individual. Then the medical staff were aware of that, and they were taking steps to treat that situation with her, and bedding being changed every day, medical intervention, things like that were taking place. So, as soon as we were made aware of it through medical, the staff jumped right on that.
Okay, I know when you see things online, they always seem to get blown 10 times out of proportion compared to what things
believe it
are.
or not, the people in jail tend to try to take advantage of situations and make far more issues out of something for that attention.
Yeah.
I know it's hard to believe for most common citizens out there that don't understand the population that are locked up in a jail. A lot of times will take advantage of whatever they can.
Yeah, makes sense. So the laundry facility, last time I was here, half their facility wasn't working and they were having to send clothing outside of the jail. Are they still having to do that? Or
No, I do know that one of the washers has a part ordered. I don't know if it's come in yet and installed, but it was last week, but it may be operational by now, but nothing's being sent out.
Okay. Well, that's good because that saves money. Because I think Manager said they were spending like $10,000 a quarter just on washing clothes
Sure.
that were coming in and out. And
Right.
it's like, oh man, seems like it'd almost be cheaper to fix the washer.
Well, yeah, but there again, the equipment is old, and we've got to be careful. What can be purchased because we are going to go to a new building, and some of this equipment downstairs in these rooms, you can't get big equipment in or out of because it was not built.
Right, it was built around
it.
sitting.
Yes,
there. Makes sense.
So we do have a little bit of issue there. So
how's the kitchen operating since you
doing
came
well?
here?
Well, last night the county council they approved the purchase of a new broiler. So the one that we've been limping along on. Is going to be replaced, so
Okay.
we won't have to worry about losing that. So we're going to secure that. Just got the funds approved last night, so we're going to be getting that ordered and get it in, get it installed, so we don't run the risk of going down and losing a piece of equipment that's used at least once every day, and sometimes maybe it's 3 times for all 3 meals.
Right. So I guess my last question would be, since you came in the office, are things how you expected them to be? Are they better or are they worse?
The department is outstanding. The folks in the department are outstanding. They made the transition extremely easy. They're training me up just right, getting me acclimated to how things need to be conducted here at the Sheriff's Department. But so it made for an easy transition. From my previous work experience, this is a little different just because of all the things that a sheriff's involved in. But it's been, and I've got a lot of great people in this department to help make that happen and to make this transition very easy.
Awesome.
So,
Well, I guess if whenever you're ready, I'm ready.
Okay.
Go take a look.